everyone, so this is again Mohammed Farooq Aziz. I'm a senior software developer and a senior software consultant. So again today we are with another different session. So today's session is basically about the different stacks we have available in the industry. Those stacks sometimes can be very confusable, and sometimes those are basically quite clear. Those stacks are related to the web development or the software development, or in terms of complete development hierarchy which are available in the market. Okay, so those stacks are basically front-end development, the back-end development, and the full-stack development. Or I can say that the front-stack development or the back-end stack development and the full-stack development. Those are quite clear as with the names, but which is the most beneficial for us or for you in terms of software programming or the development? It basically behaves in different circumstances differently. So the front-end developers are basically use the different markup languages. For example, HTML, they are using different style sheets, for example, CSS and some styling compressors we have in the market right now, SCSS, less or the other ones. So they are completely using all those stuff to make the software and make the web to look very pleasant to you once you are in the visiting the system, or once you are basically visiting the website as an end user. Also, there are client-side languages which are being used, like JavaScript, and if you want to use the other frameworks, like I said before, Angular, React, and these kind of things. So the responsibility of the front-end developer is to basically to make sure the user interactivity with your software is quite good, and the search engine optimization is also a part of the front-end developer who actually taking care of all those things, and also to send the requests, like I said before, the real world example, to take the request from your client and to send it to the other end, which we call the backend, and to basically serve all kind of these requests to the end user. Let's talk about the backend developer. The backend developer, if you just take the example of the real world, the backend developers are the one who are actually executing your requests, which they are receiving from the front end. For example, you just went to a restaurant and you just gave an order. The waiter who actually takes the order will go back to the kitchen, and the chef I will consider as a backend developer, because he's the person or she is the person who actually takes the order, analyze it, and execute it for you. I mean, make the cook the food for you. So backend developer are behaving like this. Basically, they are responsible for authentication, for authorization, for managing, for enhancing, for scalability, for performance, and a lot of other things. So many languages are available for the backend in the market. They are .NET, they have Java, we have now Python, and also there Perl, the Ruby on Rails, the PHP, a huge amount of frameworks, Laravel, CodeIgniter, Symfony, etc. Those are all basically used as server-side languages and deals with most of the backend descriptions and the backend responsibility. Also, the backend developer is the one who actually manage the database administration for you, to maintain the database for you. Though there are some different designations are also available for the database engineers or database managers, but in the real world, most of the times the backend developer are the one who actually basically taking care of all of those things. Now, if we consider the person in some restaurants where they are basically there is one person who are dealing these both things, means taking the order and also sending it back to the kitchen in order to make that order ready for the clients. So we can consider that person as a full stack developer, because he or she can deal with both. He or she is basically taking the orders and also making the food and delivering the food back to the client. So we consider it as a full stack developer. Full stack developer are doing everything for you. They are managing the front end responsibilities, and also they are managing the back end responsibilities for the people or for the audience or for the clients. So those are kind of full stack developer. Now the question is, who is what is the best approach in order to make your software, or if if you are a manager, or if you are in a company, or you are running a company, what is the best practice to have the different developers for the different people, or to have the all-rounder kind of a people or team in people in your team? So it depends on your different circumstances, it depends on your budget, it depends on the project, it depends on the stuff, it depends on the skill set, it depends on the resources you received. It has a lot of different scenarios. But what designation will pay you the most? So I will say the full stack developer is the one who actually gets the most of the salaries, or gets highly paid, because in development you are the one who actually behaving like an all-rounder. I mean, but the thing is, you can be very very good in full stack development, but you have an idea that how the backend is working, and you are behaving as a full stack developer and taking care of all of those things to unblock yourself once you need something from the backend person, and you're waiting, but you can do it by yourself, and you unblock yourself to lead yourself towards the successful software delivery. So the full stack developers are the ones who actually get highly paid. The reason is quite obvious, like I said, all-rounder. And there are basically some other scenarios. Lastly, I will say that when you are trying to apply for some job, and when you are basically in the field, and when there is some job where you're preparing your resume, so consider yourself as a full stack developer, because at the end of the day, you will be the one who actually taking care of all those things. Unless there are very very few chances, unless there are very very few companies are available where you are just sticking with your front end stuff or your back end stuff. But there are sometimes, very rarely it will happen, but most of the cases you will found yourself that, oh okay, I am a full stack developer, and this is the chances where you have more points ticked out, and to more of the chances that you can get more jobs, and you can find yourself on the top of the list as compared to other candidates who are very specific to some other language. Like I have another session, I had another session, the first I said just learn the languages in one go, and all of the languages have the same scenarios, which make your basis clear, and this is where you will get succeeded. So this is the session about today, about full stack development, the backend development, and the front end development. If you have any question, you can write down to the comment, and we will meet again in the next session. Thank you.